Senator Barack Obama has regained a slight lead in most of the national polls, but it's been a rough few weeks after the conventions. Joining me now one-on-one, Valerie Jarrett, senior advisor to the Obama campaign, and it's nice to see you here in Washington.
It's a pleasure to be here.
I made reference to the fact that in the national polls, he has now established that lead again. Single digits, the economy, the big issue. But I don't have to tell you that after the conventions, you all were feeling very good. He came out with a lot of momentum. Then the Palin pick, the race evened out. He got engaged in this back and forth with Sarah Palin, this issue of a lipstick on a pig and all of that, got sort of dragged into that. And there was a lot of concern in the Democratic camp that he wasn't responding forcefully enough, that he seemed kind of off message. When all of that was going on, what did you tell him?
What I said to him is, how are you feeling? And he said, we're fine. There's a long way until the election day, and everyone needs to just calm down. He reminded me that this time last year, he was down double digits in the national polls. Same thing, everyone was feeling jittery. And his message is just what I think you would want from a president, which is let's just take a deep breath and let's calm down and let's focus on the issues that are important to the American people, which is what he's been doing throughout the campaign.
So what happened that would have evened up the race, do you think?
I think his message is getting through. People are beginning to pay more attention now. The Labor Day is behind us. Right. Kids are back to school.
McCain's message, you mean? In other words, they would tighten up the race.
Everyone's message, I think, is beginning to come through. People are beginning to now focus, as we knew they would in September, on the election. It's now within the horizon, and so the American people are paying attention, and I think his message is coming through. Barack's message.
One of the big issues, obviously, women voters. It's important because we know that a Democratic candidate counts on a big gender gap going up against the Republicans. It's important this year all the more because you now have Sarah Palin on the ticket. These are the latest numbers coming from the Pew Research poll. It shows among women 50% for Obama, 40% for McCain, so the lead there. But look at this. Also in that new Pew poll, among women, Hillary Clinton supporters, 78% for Obama, but 22% saying at this stage they are going to vote for John McCain. And I know that Hillary Clinton, according to her advisors, were getting a conference call together to try to reach out to her supporters, get them on Obama's side. How big of a concern is it, particularly with Sarah Palin in the race, that you're losing some of those Hillary Clinton supporters?
Well, we're going to work very hard until Election Day to win back Senator Clinton supporters as well as everyone else. The day that Senator Clinton endorsed Barack, I think her message was very good. She said, look, if you believe in my vision for the country, if you believe in everything I've been fighting for throughout my career and to take our country in a new direction, you have no choice but to support Barack Obama. So we're confident. She's on the campaign trail. He delivered a major speech today to women talking about how he compares his track record to that of John McCain, how he's been fighting for working women his entire career, supported legislation for equal pay. John McCain has not. Supported free choice. John McCain has not. I think as women begin to focus on the issues that are important to them,
right,
they will select Barack Obama. They're just now paying attention. We're coming into the final stretch, and I am completely confident we will win their support.
All right, let's talk about Bill Clinton and some of his analysis of particularly Governor Sarah Palin. He gave an interview to CNBC, and this is what he said about her. Let's watch.
She's an instinctively effective candidate, and with a compelling story. I get why she's done so well. She's a mistake to underestimate her. She's got good, her intuitive skills.
Now, here's what I think is incredible about that, is that is the same former President Clinton who said roughly the same things about George W. Bush at a time when a lot of liberal critics said, oh, George W. Bush, he's not bright enough. Nobody's going to buy what he's selling. And he's recognizing in Sarah Palin some of that intuitive skill, some of that ability to connect that's real.
She's very talented, but she's not running for president. And I think in the final analysis, people vote for the person who's running for president. That's John McCain. And so I don't think we can get too distracted by this Sarah Palin phenomenon and her life story, which is an intriguing story. She's not the person that we need to focus. We need to keep in touch with what's important to the American people, and we need to continue to challenge John McCain's record.
Fair point. But she's trying to exploit what has been recognized as an issue even within the campaign, is that sometimes Senator Obama is more cerebral than he is emotional. It goes to the point of how well he's connecting with voters. This is the attack line that Governor Palin is using with regard to that and with regard to some issues. Watch.
Maybe if he had been the governor of an energy-rich state, maybe he'd get it. More importantly, maybe if he'd been on the front lines of securing our nation and securing our nation's energy independence, then he'd understand.
Comment when you see that?
You know, of course she's doing what the Republicans always do. I mean, in a sense, that's their party line. That's the reason why Barack is in this race. What he's saying is, look, let's not get distracted by all that. Let's focus on the issues that are important to the American people. Number one, economy. Barack Obama has been extraordinarily strong this week as we've watched what's happening as the global markets have crumbled. He's assembled his team of advisors. He's been thoughtful. He's been thought-provoking. He supported what Secretary Paulson and Chairman Bernanke did with this bipartisan effort to let's look at how we can have a short-term solution and a long-term fix. He's focusing on the American people, whether it's universal health care, where it's making sure we don't ship jobs overseas, whether it's figuring what we can do to stabilize the housing crisis. That's where Senator Obama is focused, and everything else is a distraction.
Here is your friend Michelle Obama talking about what matters in this race. Watch.
We may decide to do something that is different from Barack Obama, but we should decide that based on our self-interest and what we think is best. People shouldn't make a decision this time based on, I like that guy. Or, you know, she's cute.
She's talking about Palin there?
I think she was talking about herself, Michelle being cute.
Oh, come on. She was talking about Governor Palin.
No, I don't think so. But, you know, listen, I think Michelle's point is a good one. The stakes are so high in this election. We have our planet is in peril. We have been at war. We have now a domestic crisis. We have an economic crisis. We really encourage the American people to do what they're doing, which is to get engaged and really look at the issues and how the candidates match up and who has the leadership qualities, the temperament, the stability, the foresight, the judgment, and all of the qualities that are required to lead our country at this unique moment in history. That was Michelle's message.
All right, we'll leave it there. Valerie Jarrett, always great to have you. Great to see you in person here in Washington.
It's terrific to be here. Thank you for inviting me on.
Thanks very much.
Have a great weekend.